Real estate and LLCs. Why do the rich people have LLCs protecting their real estate that generates income? Well, it's for two reasons: liability protection and taxes. So let's get into it. So most people think that owning real estate is not an actual business, but it is. Regardless if your real estate is actually operating as an Airbnb and you have a lot of short-term guests, or you have a long-term tenant, you want to treat that as an actual business. You're going to have liability. You're going to have expenses. You want to make sure you properly manage your company. An LLC will help you with a lot of these different things, especially liability protection and taxes. So first, let's start with liability protection. How does it work? In an LLC, the liability stays within the company and the assets that it holds. So the operation of the business, in your case, the real estate. If you have a tenant that slips and falls, if you have a dog that bites somebody, if you have Airbnb guests that mess up the house or sue you for something, that LLC stays the liability within the company itself. If you have your own personal assets, such as stocks, cars, your primary residence, a boat, whatever you personally own won't be affected by the activity of the actual LLC. That's why you see a lot of wealthy people own a lot of different LLCs if they have many different properties. Each LLC is registered to its own property. That way, if something happens at one property, it does not affect the other property. You want to make sure you kind of stabilize and limit the liability protection on each one. And then you yourself have your own personal assets that are also protected. So one misconception is that if you personally get sued, your LLCs will also protect you. That's not true. If you personally get sued, your LLCs are your assets. The liability protection only applies to when the company gets sued. The second reason why you want to have an LLC for your real estate business is because of taxes. Generally speaking, an LLC is considered passive income business, which means that you're going to file a Schedule E on your taxes. Schedule E's are exempt from self-employment tax. Now, before I go into actual different tax situations, I would advise you to first talk to your accountant or your CPA. Make sure you figure out the structure that's best for you. There's a lot of nuances when it comes to taxes to make sure you're doing them correctly. The information I'm about to give you is very simple, but generally speaking, an LLC who files Schedule E does not pay self-employment tax and puts you in the best tax bracket possible for the income that you receive underneath this company. So you want to make sure you utilize that. Additionally, the LLC is very flexible. So if you need to be taxed as a Schedule C, as a Schedule E, as an S corporation, as a C corporation, you have the flexibility to do that. Lastly, an LLC treats itself like a business, so you can maximize your business deductions, learn how to spend money. The cool thing about an LLC and owning a business is that you can actually write off things that you normally would have purchased anyways, but now they become business expenses. For example, YouTube TV. If you have an Airbnb business, you have a YouTube TV account that you currently are paying for yourself. We'll create a family account for the business, and all of a sudden you can write a portion of it off. Doing different things of that nature will help you minimize your tax obligation. Now, again, talk to your accountant, speak to an accountant. Don't just go to an accountant at the end of the year to file your taxes. A lot of people will go to an accountant on March 15th and say, hey, I need my taxes filed as soon as possible. That's not the way to do it. You want to communicate with your accountant throughout the year to ensure you're properly organizing your business and saving as much money as possible on your taxes. So I hope you found this information valuable. Don't forget, if you need help forming an LLC or you need help doing your taxes on the LLC, feel free to reach out to us. Go to businessrocket.com. And also, if you need help creating an LLC, there's going to be a coupon code on the bottom right here that will give you an extra $20 off. Currently at Business Rocket, we have a promotion going on where we're registering LLCs for free, and we have very affordable add-ons for things that you may need to add to your LLC, such as the tax ID number or an operating agreement, bank resolutions, or even rush processing. We take pride in the fact that we are one of the most transparent companies in the industry. We really value the fact that we only sell things to our clients that we would only sell to our best friends. We would love to earn your business. Click below, join our channel, and share this video with your friends. Hopefully we can help somebody else out.